Good morning and welcome to Wargaming in a Cave on tour. Here we are at Sword Beach, just in front of Oostrum. Let me turn the camera around for you. You see to the right is modern day ferry port. You can see in the near distance the commemoration statue for the French Commandos, which I shall be walking over towards shortly, and I'll just pan round and you can see the beach. Lovely sand dunes, welcoming beach today to tourists. Of course 82 years ago the scene would have been entirely different. The sea today is very calm. On the 6th of June there was a storm. The waves were high, causing the tanks to sink and making it difficult to land your LCTs and landing craft. But come ashore here they did, and they started the invasion from Sword Beach here. I'm going to walk up to the memorial and show you some close up. Here we're at the memorial for the Commandos. It's designed and built on top of a cupola that represents the where the Germans had their bunkers. There was no casino as in the Longest Day movie. That had been demolished by the Germans and replaced with underground bunkers, this being part of one of them. Here we have the statue of Philippe Kieffer, who led the French Commandos on D-Day. Opposite him is Lord Lovett, who obviously led the Royal Marine Commandos, who marched off to relieve the forces at Pegasus Bridge. The old cupola had two machine guns in it, which were firing on the troops as they landed. Alongside the bunker is a notice of those of Kieffer's commandos who died on that day. I'll take you around to the front of the monument and give you a view of the beach from up here. Hard to imagine, isn't it, what it looked like on the 6th of June 1944. Here we are a bit further down Sword Beach, Queen Sector. Colville Montgomery as it's called now, and you can see the beach is still very gentle and sloping. Tide's on its way in. As I scan round, you can see the coast jumps back in further along. That's towards the end of Gold Beach, and that's where I'm off to this afternoon. Slight change of plan, and I've come here this afternoon to the British and Commonwealth War Cemetery in Bayeux. It's a beautiful day, and the last time I was here was about 20 years ago. The number of gravestones is something that will never leave me. It's just immense. You can go and wander amongst the headstones and pay my respects. The cemetery was indeed very moving, and now time to move into the museum. Here we have a Churchill crocodile with that's attachment on the back where the flamethrower or the petroleum would have been kept. Standing guard outside the museum, and next to him is M36, I think, or just check that on the display on the front. It looks like an M36. It's 90mm gun. No, an M10. I stand corrected. I'll just make my way into the museum and give you short updates of anything particularly exciting. But I haven't been able to do any videos as I've been marching around the Bayeux Museum. It's very good, very informative, lots of good history in there, lots of lovely exhibits. They've got a nice Pack 40, lots of uniforms, weapons, and as you can see I'm just walking around outside now, and there's a Hetzer parked on a ramp in reasonably good condition. Just giving it a tour. But yes, highly recommend the museum. Definitely worth the trip. Easier to get to than I thought was going to be the case, and definitely worth the trip here, as well as the British cemetery across the road. Final exhibit is this fine Sherman in USA American livery, again looking in pretty good condition. I'll just give you the tour as we go around. But yes, highly recommend the museum. It was €14 for entry. There's a cinema with a film going on, which I didn't really have time for, unfortunately, but otherwise would have liked to. But yes, recommend it. It's easy to find on the outskirts of Bayeux, good value, and as I say, close to the British War grave, so you can combine two with one throw the dice. And that's about it from Wargaming in a Cave. Until next time. Just a little bit extra, could hardly drive past without stopping at Cafe Gondre. Here we are on the Deves River, and I'm just going to stroll across, if I turn the camera around, to where Major Howard's glider landed. In fact, I'll walk across the bridge. Although this isn't the original bridge is in a museum which is over to the left. It's a very similar one to the one that was here on the 6th of June 1944, but as you can see how wide the Orne is at this point. We're just coming across. This bridge is very similar in design to the original, and I'm just going to walk you down over these steps. Of course, we were crossing from the far side, but Major Howard landed on this side along with the 52nd Ox and Bucks. You can see there's a 50mm anti-tank gun in position, and we don't have to walk very far to see where Major Howard and his trying to remember the name of the pilot for the first glider. I'm sure it will come to me after I've finished this, but I'll just walk down here. As you can see, it is no more than 20-25 metres to the bridge, which is some piece of flying when you consider the equipment at the time and the navigation. A real force to arms. And I'll finish here at the Major Howard Monument. Hope you've enjoyed it.